Welcome to Dad Magic, where all my tricks are DIY and just good enough to fool the kids. Today's good enough trick is the mystery color box. Now I showed this trick on my Alley Pick YouTube channel a couple years ago, but it's a really great trick and my grandkids went bonkers over this. So I thought it was worth taking another look here on Dad Magic. Alright guys, so I found this box. I think it's ancient. I'm not really sure. I found it in the crawl space. You know the crawl space that we have over here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I was going through there and I found this old looking box. And inside of it, it had this. It's got 4 colors. Now the weird thing was, I was able to somehow, I don't know how it does this, but this thing can communicate with me. No, it does. When I put the lid on, I know what color is facing up. Isn't that the weirdest thing?
Yeah.
I just do. Like right now, it's yellow. And when I put the lid on, it speaks to me. It tells me that yellow is up.
But you saw it was yellow.
Well, I know, but this time I'm going to have you put it in there and I'm not going to look. And then you put the lid back on. All right? I'm not going to look. Go ahead. Just tell me when you're ready.
He's not peeking. Show the camera.
Show the camera. Tell me when you're ready.
Ready. Okay.
All
Ready. Ooh, I know.
Now it's completely closed and I can't see in it. So I'm going to have this thing speak to me. I know it.
What?
It just spoke to me.
What?
It said red. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Let me do it.
I know, right? You guys aren't even tricky. You did the same color. It's red. Oh.
No.
It's feeling rather blue.
How are you doing?
When learning magic, I was always told not to tell anybody the secret. But with YouTube, nothing's a secret anymore. The secret to this trick is not the box itself, but rather the colored block inside, which contains 3 magnets. More on that in a minute. The last item you're going to need are these iron filings, which I picked up on Amazon. I sprinkle them on the dark carpet, rub them in, and they blend right in, unnoticeable. Now, pay attention. The strong rare earth magnets I use are able to pick up some of these iron filings through the bottom of the wood box. If red is up, the iron filings are near the end of the box. For green, the filings are between the end and the middle. If yellow is up, the filings are in the middle. For blue, there's no magnet on the bottom, therefore no filings will stick. So this trick is very easy to build. It's quick, it's cheap, it's a lot of fun. Those are my 4 favorite things. For this project, you're going to need some solid wood for the box, not plywood, glue, small nails, a hammer, a wet rag to wipe off the glue, a solid wood block, a thin strip of the same wood, rare earth magnets, and 4 different paint colors. For my wooden box, I'm using solid mahogany. You can use any solid wood scraps you can find. In the end, I don't want this box to look new, so seeing these nail holes in the end with the wood filler, it's not a big deal. Let the glue set overnight, and then a trip to the belt sander. After a little hand sanding with some fine grit, we're ready for a swim in the dark walnut stain. I made my box with a sliding lid that has a slightly tight fit so it won't fall out on its own. To help mine look old, I gave it a couple of hits with the propane torch. a screw to leave some marks and holes, and we're good. For the wood block inside the box, I cut it 1/8 of an inch smaller than would normally fit inside the box because after I install the magnets, I'm going to cover them up with 1/16 of an inch thick wood strips. I start the magnet installation by drilling a 5/16 hole and a little over 1/16 of an inch deep because this is the size of my rare earth magnets, which I also purchased from Amazon. I'll be drilling 3 holes. The location is very important. 1 hole on the end, 1 hole in the middle, and the 3rd hole in between those 2. I'm going to freeze the picture here for a second. Do you see the mistake I made? That 3rd hole is not in the middle. I ended up moving it towards the middle because this will not work. You'll end up getting it confused with the 2nd hole when it's inside the box. Using the thin strip of wood I cut on my table saw, I'm going to cover all 4 sides. Let it dry in a vise or clamp. After a minute on the belt sander, I'll bring it to my little helper Jackson for the final sanding and painting. So today was crazy hair day at school, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, what are you doing now?
Sanding a block. Marshall, always sand on the direction of the grain.
After all 4 sides are painted, I took 150 grit sandpaper and sanded all the edges to give nice, clean looking borders to our painted sides. A little wax or polyurethane finish is a good idea, and after it dries, our wooden box and color block are ready to be shown to the world. It's a lot of fun. Obviously, the kids had a lot of fun. You could build one of these for yourself in no time. But let me give you a tip. When you do perform this for someone, don't just give it to them and say, hey, put this in the box and I'm going to guess what color is up. You want to come up with a cool story, like I had the one in the crawl space and how this thing speaks to me. Maybe you want to have something different, like maybe the colors have a specific temperature and your hands are so sensitive that you can guess which color is up. However you do it, just bring out the fun and have a good time with it. Doing dad magic for your kids is not just about having a really cool trick. It's just as important to have a good, clever, and crazy story to go along with it. It doesn't even need to be all that believable. Just sell it to your kids with conviction, and you'll end up having just as much fun as they do. Thanks for watching Dad Magic. Be sure to subscribe, hit that big old thumbs up button, and sorry, but it's time for me to disappear.